It's a zone right now that's proving a little bit difficult to diagnose. The way they're doing a matchup zone.
There's the length at the top of the zone. Messiah the steal! Oh my goodness! Hard spot tonight with 7 rebounds. Jardier, quick three up and in. His 5th from downtown. Throws it down the middle. Torres has it. Sets up Charbonneau for the win. Up and in! Up and in! Looks for Cortez. Leans into a three and knocks it down at the buzzer. O'Connell looking for the flush. Is going to throw it down in traffic. Muguruza, 2 buzzer beaters to his credit. Goes down the lane. Double pump.
There it is.
Good! Another!
Hey,
Another! Fantastic way. Double pump. Chop it in! Up and in! Skips it back, catching fire. 3 up and in. And Bono is up. Blank with the steal. Blank is going to run out the clock. Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Portsmouth. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you, getting set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. It's the undefeated Portsmouth Clippers playing host to the Windham Jaguars. 2 teams on senior night, looking to get a big win down the stretch. 2 weeks of regular season action remaining, and of course, the Clippers. Well, they've made it their mission to run the table and potentially, or eventually, take home another championship. This club built to win right now. 8 seniors. They were all just honored moments ago with friends and family down on the floor. Very well done presentation here in Portsmouth. And a big crowd on hand as well. No motivation needed tonight for Portsmouth. Of course, Windham is in that tournament mix as well. 8-5 under head coach Carson DeRozier's, but clearly the underdog on the road here tonight.
Yeah, tough place to play. Senior night, a big crowd. The only thing that senior night can do to a home team, though, a little bit of a lull because of what happens. An event like that can kind of make kids think a little bit more about some things. They don't play quite as well maybe from the get-go, but they haven't had, Portsmouth has not had a close game really yet. So if Windham, like we talked about before the game, can slow it down a little bit, you know, make this interesting, I think they have a chance to win, because Windham does shoot the ball pretty well.
Well, you mentioned pace. I think that's big tonight. To your point, Clippers, they've eclipsed the 90-point mark several times this season. Most recently, 86-46 over Londonderry. That was a road win back on Tuesday. Windham hoping to shake off a 10-point defeat on their home floor against Spalding. Coming up, national anthem, starting lineup, game time. Portsmouth and Windham. Next, you are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. Get ready to elevate your game. At New England Football Academy, they don't just train athletes, they build champions. They're closing the recruiting gap in New Hampshire and across New England with elite-level coaching that sharpens skills, strengthens mindset, and unleashes next-level performance. Based in Manchester, New England Football Academy offers one-on-one sessions, small groups, and full-team training, giving every athlete the tools to lead, compete, and dominate at every level. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit their Instagram at NEF Academy 603. Your journey to becoming elite starts now.
A live rendition of the national anthem here at Portsmouth High School by the Portsmouth High School Marching Band. It sets the tone for game time between Windham and Portsmouth in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Clippers looking to improve to 15-0, the only undefeated team remaining in Division I. Windham hoping to lock in their 9th victory of the season on the road. What needs to happen both ways tonight, Justin?
Well, like we said earlier, Windham's going to have to shoot the ball really well and try and, slow the game down a little bit, pace, move the ball around on offense, run your offense over and over again until you get good shots. And Portsmouth's just going to have to do what they normally do. They continually crash the offensive glass. They're relentless on the glass. They shoot fairly well. Reese seems to pick and choose when he decides he wants to be an offensive threat, and when he does, he shoots the ball really well too. So they have a lot of weapons to contend with. So we'll just see how they, matchup should be interesting tonight.
3 officials on the floor, including Steve Burrows, the NCAA veteran. So a big game on hand here on the Seacoast. This one is tapped out of bounds as we begin the basketball game. It'll be Windham possession. Jaguars led in the backcourt by senior point guard Jack Stefanidis. He's going to get the ball here in the backcourt. Trigger the offense for the Jaguars. On the floor with senior classmate Tyler Jordan. Sophomore Matt Hennessy in the starting lineup tonight. In the middle is Sam Roy Doulis. Should play a big role, as will Brandon Jacobs, the junior. Here is Roy Doulis. One dribble, kick, three-pointer. Off target there for Jordan. And a rebound off the bounce for Xavier Lampert, one of 5 seniors in the starting lineup tonight for Coach Mulvey's Portsmouth Clippers. This 3 from McCauley is off. Offensive rebound controlled by Ryan Schwartz. Leads to another shot. That's a side iron miss, but Lampert is there again. Potential third try on the way off a skip pass, three-pointer. Jacob Mead, line drive miss. There's Lampert. Xavier Lampert again. 3 rebounds in the first minute for Lampert as we get a foul on the floor. First whistle either way. It's going to go against Windham.
See what I mean about the relentless offensive rebounding? You got to box out, right? So if you're Windham, you got to make contact and push them away from the basket and then go get the ball. You can't rely on athleticism to jump over people. You have to box out.
McCauley's short jump hook won't go. Reese on the rebound was fouled. It's point guard Isaiah Reese. We spoke with him earlier this season, returning starter. Mentioned the motivation for the team really stemmed from that semifinal loss last year against Keene.
Yeah, that was tough for them, I think. They felt like they should have won the game.
Well, a foul away from the floor. It's going to be against
turnover.
Portsmouth.
Yeah.
An offensive foul.
With a moving screen, perhaps, or illegal screen.
It's going to go against Ryan Schwartz. First Clipper team foul. So scoreless here, 1 minute in. And it's Windham's second possession. We got a full gym, full parking lot outside. The JV game was raucous. It came down to the final minute. We get a turnover. Lampert able to steal the entry pass.
Lampert's everywhere. He's got a steal. He's got 3 rebounds. 3 of the 5 so far that Portsmouth has already. We barely played a minute and a half, or a minute and 15.
High post. Schwartz, one dribble, and there's a layup. It's Anthony Farola. First 2 on the board for Portsmouth. Clippers out in front.
Nice cut. Good right hand. Didn't touch the ball with the left hand. Just kind of caught it and left it in that right hand and laid it up.
Meanwhile, Jordan off the dribble, pulls up to tie the game.
If they can do that, I think they can stay in the game. Just, good shots, good looks.
Tyler Jordan, he's had his moments this season. Meanwhile, Meade for 3, no good out of the corner, and Roy Doulis wants to run. Roy Doulis to the rim, no. Followed up by Jacobs on the fade, and he'll head to the free throw line. And Windham going to push a little tempo, get some transition offense here early on. Leads to a couple of shots near the goal, and now Jacobs a chance to give the Jaguars their first lead.
Yeah, and they have good shooters. We've seen them be cold, but we've also seen them shoot well. And when they shoot well, that's kept them in games and won some games that way. They saw them take care of Memorial last second. Had a great shot. They didn't shoot well the whole game until the very end. They hit a game-winning shot.
Yeah. One of several buzzer beaters we've seen here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire this season.
Oh, man, we've had quite a few, haven't we?
Including one the other night down in Nashua.
Crazy.
Well, that one a miss. Portsmouth the other way.
And another Lampert rebound.
Yep, he's got 4 early on. Meanwhile, inside, it won't go for Schwartz.
Too far underneath the basket on that one. Wait till we get dual Schwartzes in. They'll come in. There'll be 2 of them bouncing around in there. Tipping balls back and forth, playing. We used to call those anti-overs, tipping the ball back and forth over the basket.
Here's a steal. Lampert again. Second takeaway by the Clipper D. They trail, though, 3-2. Baseline. Farola hangs. Scores. That's Ryan Schwartz, his first field goal comes off the glass to give Portsmouth a 4-3 lead.
Yeah, just really athletic, both of them. He's the senior. Wait till the other one comes in.
Ryan Schwartz, the senior. Derek, normally a starter, coming off the bench tonight as a sophomore. Meanwhile, a three-pointer is good for Jordan. His second field goal comes deep from the wing, 6'4" Windham. Jaguars in his zone. Portsmouth goes inside. Schwartz drop step, no. Follows his own miss. Back up, yes.
That's what I'm talking about. They rebound so well offensively. You have to box them out. And doing that in the zone is difficult, though. I don't think people realize how hard that is.
6-6 as we approach the midway point, first quarter. Coach Mulvey on his feet trying to direct the defense. Stephanitis going to put it on the deck for Windham. Jacobs looking at the basket, step back, long 3, no good, back iron, and there on the glass again is Lampert.
Oh, man, Lampert is everywhere here tonight on senior night.
One of 8 seniors honored before the game. Skip pass, three-pointer. Farola, too strong. Tip kept alive. There's Schwartz. Can't find it on the baseline. Body's on the floor, and the basketball is picked up by Jordan.
Schwartz is hurt. They'll have to stop the play once Windham either scores or the ball's dead.
Roy Doulis will score it with the left hand, and you're right. Ryan Schwartz still shaken up.
I did not see exactly what happened, unless he got hit in the face or the eye, or take a look here.
Well, there's the layup at the other end by Roy Doulis, but Schwartz still down here on the floor at the midway point, first quarter.
He dove on the floor, so tough play on the ground. All kinds of weird things happen when you dive on the floor.
Meanwhile, Windham off to a good start here, out in front 8-6.
Yeah, they're playing well, shooting the ball well. Oh, he banged his head on the floor. I saw that. That could be it. He banged the left side of his head. You can watch here in the close replay, right on the floor. Bang, right there. That can really make you feel bad, Nick, as we well know these days. Concussions, I've had 14 of them, so.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's the case. It may be lower body as well.
Both?
Is he starting to sit up at least? Coach Mulvey is in the area with the athletic trainer.
He hit his head pretty hard.
So Ryan Schwartz, who has already scored a couple of field goals, pulled in 2 rebounds in this first quarter. Back on his feet, getting a round of applause from this Portsmouth crowd.
I think you're right. I think we have a leg, too. A leg, definitely. He hit his head, but he definitely has a leg injury.
Tough way to start senior night for Schwartz. He's going to be assisted here by his teammates back to the sideline.
On the positive side for Windham, though, they're up 8-6. They've had good looks, a couple bad shots, attempts, maybe too early in the mythical shot clock. But if they can take a minute off, 35, 45 minute off each possession, they can keep the game low. You want to keep the score low at here at Portsmouth because they can drop 90 almost any night.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's okay.
Schwartz finally over to the end of the bench. And we get a look at Finn McCauley, the sophomore, who again typically starts at 6'4". He's a member of that front line, but asked to come off the bench tonight on senior night.
Now we move that zone out a little further. So now it looks like a 2-3 zone. They were 3-2 zone earlier. Now it almost looks like a 2-3 zone. Let's see what they fall back into. Looks like a 2-3 zone, helping each other out though. Taking away the high post best they can, which you want to do in a zone.
Clippers taking their time on the diagnosis. Reese skips it near side. McCauley thought about it. Instead, hooks up in the middle with Ferrolo. Can't hit the baby hook. Rebound Roy Dulis, and a foul over the back is called against Portsmouth.
You know, they do get a lot of fouls like that. Well, it depends. We have 3 officials tonight too, you guys. We haven't seen 3 officials many times, maybe twice this year, I think, so far. So you're going to get more of those some little calls inside, over the back, you know, hands swiping at balls and hitting players in the arms. So you're going to get those calls.
Of course, we'll see 3 officials during the tournament as well. So the players trying to potentially adjust here before playoff time. Windham with an 8-6 lead. 3-pointer Jacobs, back iron miss. Contested on the weak side. It'll stay with Windham.
And you know Roy Dulis is going to battle. 34. He's going to battle. He's not very big, but he's going to battle their bigs. No doubt about it.
Second try for Windham. Got a 2-point lead as we approach 3 minutes to go first quarter. Inside Roy Dulis. Outside Jacobs. High arcing 3 up and in. A little 2-man game there. First field goal for Jacobs. Biggest lead either way at 11-6.
Yeah, they took their time. I mean, Jacobs is kind of, you know, he's about 1 for 4 from 3 now, but if he starts feeling it, look out.
Meanwhile, the sophomore Derek Schwartz is checked in.
Another offensive foul. Got a hook.
And yep, he's called for the offensive foul.
I told you, senior night's weird, Nick. Sometimes the teams start. Warm-ups are off, you know, you do 8-minute warm-up, you sit, they did a 4-minute warm-up, so you come out different. It's not, every player is used to routine, right? So you come out different routine.
Deep 3, Jacobs hit one a moment ago. No. Roy Dulis, second try. No. Rebound Derek Schwartz for Portsmouth. He'll power out into the front court. Finds the trailer, Zampert, hooks up with Reese, 3-pointer. Line drive miss. Good rebound, Roy Dulis.
He's got 4 early.
Well, Jacobs, 2 big steps. That's Jordan, rather, left it short. In the paint there is Jordan. Back out, Stephanitis, 3-pointer, in and out. McCauley finally clears the deck for Portsmouth, and we get a foul against Windham. Well, both teams going after it on the glass. But right now, a bit of a lid on both baskets here.
Yeah, a little cold right now. I don't know about that foul call either. I mean, kind of had it, and they just kind of a little whack in the arm. I think the zone is something, though, we're seeing a lot more of this year. So teams at least are ready for it. But, you know, sometimes zones can be tough. If you're not shooting really well, you got to find other ways to score.
It's a 2-3 look here for Windham.
They're doing a good job at the high post of not letting the ball go with the elbows.
There's Schwartz for 3. Derek Schwartz saw his brother get injured a moment ago. Comes in and gets a 3-point field goal to make it 11-9. Final 90 seconds, first quarter. Windham seeking an answer. Stefanidis going to pull it out, looking for space. Clippers staying a man-to-man. Goes to Rozier. In the left ear of his point guard. Says, go, go, go. They hook up here with the sophomore. It's Hennessy, three-pointer. Won't go from straight away. Lampert with his 5th rebound. Clippers a chance to tie or take the lead here. Final minute, first quarter. Derek Schwartz for 3. Tried to make it 2 straight. No, Lampert can't secure it. Stefanidis will go the other way.
Fun fact, Stefanidis' dad, Coach Stefanidis, was the former Windham head coach at the, I think, very beginning of their existence, and now is the girls' coach.
There you go. Meanwhile, we have a foul that's going to send Roy Dulis to the free throw line. So we get a look at the replay. He got the step with the left-hand dribble.
Had to sneak that grab in there, got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Cody Ballard, who just checked in. It's also the 5th team foul against Portsmouth. Roy Dulis leaves it short.
Got to make free throws, right? If you're Windham, any chance you have to make a basket of any kind, you got to make today, especially from the free throw line. Because you know they're free.
Coach DeRozier trying to coach the defense as he sees Roy Dulis go 0 for 2. Clippers the other way. Schwartz with 40 seconds into the lane, and he's called for a travel.
Hot there, didn't necessarily. I can't really tell anymore sometimes with the travel. Let's take a look at that again and see if you. Yep. You got 1 foot down on the other. You got a jump stop on 2 feet on that one.
Crowd didn't like it. A rare Portsmouth turnover. Meanwhile, Windham nursing a 11-9 lead as this one knocked out of bounds by the defender. Coach DeRozier back on his feet here.
You stay ahead. You're ahead in the first quarter. You got to feel good if you're Windham. And the score is only 11-9. That's where you want to be.
Meanwhile, an offensive foul is called.
Another screen situation, maybe?
Yes.
Look.
We saw one for a similar situation, similar call go against Portsmouth earlier. So the officials seemingly looking for that off-ball infraction. Meanwhile, Damian Sanu, sophomore guard, into the game for the first time for Portsmouth. And this one turned over again.
That's 5. Man. Portsmouth rarely turns the ball over that many times this early in the game. The zone is working. They're really moving on the zone. Their hands are up.
And now the final shot may belong to Windham. Final 10 seconds. Stefanidis against Ballard. Looks for a ball screen. Over the top, Roy Dulis. Stripped from behind and intercepted by Derek Schwartz. That'll do it for the first quarter. Good start for Windham. They lead undefeated Portsmouth by a score of 11-9 after 8. Will the seniors on senior night respond for the Clippers? We'll find out next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Start of the second quarter here on the Seacoast. Portsmouth trailing Windham 11-9 in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Some tic-tac-toe to begin things for the home team as they tie the game with a layup. Derek Schwartz, second field goal, sophomore off the bench tonight, contributing with 5 points in this first half. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. Undefeated Portsmouth looking to improve to 15-0 on the season. Windham looking to pull a massive upset here on the road.
And again, looks like they're slowing it down a little bit, trying to run some offense. He didn't look quite close enough for the 5-second count, but
a good defense there by Portsmouth that fires up the home team. Fourth Windham turnover here in the first half.
He's pretty far away initially. Huh, interesting.
Well, the rule there, you have to quote-unquote show penetration.
Yeah,
correct, within 5 seconds.
He didn't show too much. But I thought you still had to be somewhat
backdoor, too easy. Finn McCauley able to put it home off the square to give the Clippers a 13-11 lead. That's now 7 unanswered by Portsmouth.
Yeah, and a really good pass. Back-to-back good passes on cutters and movement down behind on a zone or in a zone. Wyndham's got to turn their head. You got to communicate and turn your head and look and see where guys are.
Meanwhile, that miss collected by Schwartz. Clippers want to run. Schwartz gets it back and had it blocked from behind. Roy Doulis got a piece of the basketball, which ends up out of bounds. It'll stay at this end of the floor.
Yeah, good block, good help. But that baseline side on defense, too. The ball, if it does end up at the high post or top of the key, you got to keep an eye out for cutters. Turn your head and see where the opponent is. Man, you really can't turn your head as much. Zone, you can.
It's been that 2-3 look for Windham that has worked, at least so far here in this first half, as they force another miss and will get the ball back. Roy Doulis and Ballard chasing it down in the corner, and the Jaguars will get it, trailing by 2. Windham 8-5 on the season. They went to the quarterfinals last year, the year before that. Accustomed to getting postseason wins. Hoping for a home game in the first round this year if they can finish strong. Meanwhile, a 3 for Sanu, in and out. Rebound McCauley, and he'll head to the free throw line.
Yeah, see, they rebound so well. Offensive rebounds, so many of them. They have height, they athletic ability inside.
There's a look at John Mulvey, back on the job after a year off. Of course, he inherited the program from his father, Jim, who brought home 2 championships last decade. So this free throw is good. McCauley, meanwhile, 3 points so far.
Got a good feeder program out here. Very similar to what Bedford does, all the young players playing together. So these guys have probably been together for quite some time.
It's a miss collected by Jordan. Stephanides will slow it down. Bring it near side with 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. A little pick and roll action. Skip pass, Jacobs in the corner, bodied up by Sanu. Off the cut, Jordan dropped the pass. Lampert looking to spark the Blake. Derek Schwartz will finish and the foul.
If you're going to do that, you got to make sure he doesn't make the shot.
7 points for Derek Schwartz, who again came off the bench tonight. He's all of a sudden the game's leading scorer with a chance for one more.
And you know, we kind of I expected that. Again, he's like I said, relentless on the glass.
It's also athletic. The third personal foul against Stephanides, the Windham point guard. So he comes out of the game. Schwartz nails the free throw. And all of a sudden the run has extended to 11 unanswered by Portsmouth.
If you're at Windham, you got to make sure you can find a way to get some easy baskets here.
There's a pick and roll, and Roy Doulis can't finish. That went in and out before McCauley grabs his third rebound.
Those are the ones you have to make, too, when you get runs like this that are this big.
McCauley inside, hangs for the finish. 5 for McCauley, 13 in a row for Portsmouth, and a timeout is called by Windham as Coach DeRozier's trying to pump the brakes here. Largest lead either way at 19-11. Our broadcast tonight is brought to you by Beals Insurance, locations in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. By Jewett Construction. Come join us to build something great. Planning, architecture, construction management. Proud sponsors of their Trades Scholarship Program. Apply now at jewettconstruction.com. And finally, by the New England Football Academy. They don't build players, they build champions. Winter session registration is open. So contact them on Instagram at NEF Academy 603. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. Windham led by as many as 5 in that first quarter, but undefeated Portsmouth is back on top here on the heels of a 13-0 run. They get a blocked shot in the corner. It's a 19-11 lead for the home team.
Yeah, Windham just having a hard time finding ways to score right now. There's length. There's too much length for Portsmouth. Everywhere you look, length and turnovers that way, arms everywhere.
Steal, outlet, and then a heads-up play under the basket by McCauley to keep it with Portsmouth as he spikes the ball off the knee of the defender.
Good outlet pass. And again, you're like you said earlier, they are looking to run and get early offense, easy baskets off the break.
Meanwhile, a sub for Windham, Braden Curran, the senior, has checked in for the first time as Lampert misses a 3. Two-hand rebound squeezed by Jacobs. Jaguars looking for offense. Have not scored so far in this second quarter, which is now 3 minutes old.
Yeah, they don't have their point guard, so you got to find, he runs the offense.
Jacobs trying to find the touch from deep. Three-pointer, no. Roy Dulis is there. And then this one put home in the lane by Jacobs.
Jacobs got to hit some more of those threes. They got to get wide open looks. He's got to hit some of those.
Derek Schwartz trying to find a tray of his own. No. Rebound, Roy Dulis. Lost his balance and is called for a travel. So Portsmouth catches a break. Their lead is 19-13 as we approach the midway point second quarter. A packed house here on the Seacoast. This one lobbed inside, and Schwartz misfires off the glass. Rebound Jordan. Coach DeRozier wanted a foul.
And he probably should have had one.
Meanwhile, Curran travels. Braden Curran, one of 4 Windham seniors. Shuffled the feet there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where to go. It looked like he wanted to throw the ball underneath to leave Roy Dulis, but just hesitated instead of maybe throwing that bounce pass across the key, which could have gotten there.
Sanu in the high post, catch and shoot. In and out, punched back up. Schwartz skies for the rebound and scores underneath.
Man, they just rebound.
4th rebound for Derek Schwartz. And he's the first to double figures now with 10 in the game. Midway through second quarter, lead back to 8 for Portsmouth. Curran inside out. This is the sophomore Hennessy who's off balance. Lambert's got a game-high 8 rebounds. Sanu ready to fire. That one, line drive miss. Too strong. Jacobs sparking the break for Windham. Jordan called for the carry.
The rare carry call. And all of a sudden, too, the turnovers are starting to build for Windham. They did such a good job early without turning the ball over too much. But when you lose your point guard, sometimes you turn the ball over a little bit more because you don't have anybody who handles the ball regularly on the floor.
Meanwhile, Evan Erickson has come onto the floor for the first time. He's a senior. Checking in for Abraham Siegel, who only played sparingly a moment ago, but seems like Coach Mulvey making an effort to get all 8 of his seniors action here on senior night as Schwartz gets another putback. A dozen now for Schwartz. The right hook looking nice there.
Yeah, and another offensive rebound, right? Yep. He's the one guy, again, in the zone. I'm finding him. Now McCauley came in too, and he rebounds well, but you got to find Schwartz and just put a body on him somehow. That's hard to do, though. Inside
out, Jacobs, a clean look, but can't cash in. Weak side rebound for Sanu. Another stop for Portsmouth. The sophomore Sanu misfires straight away. Schwartz, another offensive rebound. Leads to a short second attempt. Roy Dulis finally clears the deck in a crowd there for Windham. He's got 8 rebounds tonight. Meanwhile, Jordan from way downtown, no. Loud rebound there for Schwartz, his 7th. Sanu steps through the defense, can't score off the glass.
Little Euro step, almost made that.
Hennessy the rebound, outlet, quick 3, Jacobs up and in.
There's Jacobs. He's been waiting for that. He only has 1. Now he has 2.
That's his second, right, from downtown. And all of a sudden, he's got 9 to lead Windham. They're back within 7, trying to stay afloat here as we head towards 2 minutes. But there's Schwartz, too easy there on the window.
It's just a good passing cut against the zone. You can't really allow passing and cutting against the zone. That just doesn't work.
This one tipped. Jacobs maintains control. Hooks up with Curran, who's wide open, but that 3 won't drop. Another rebound for Schwartz. Sanu, with room to spare, is called for the carry.
Another carry. We've not seen 2 carries in a game this year.
Meanwhile, Lampert going to get a well-deserved rest for Portsmouth. He's been on the window tonight with 8 rebounds.
Yeah, he's been really good on the glass. Had a couple open looks that he normally makes. He'll make some 3s, get some 2s inside off those fortuitous rebounds.
He's been a big member of the rotation the last few seasons. Meanwhile, we are down to 100 seconds remaining until halftime. Coming up at halftime, stats, highlights, analysis, full recap, and an out-of-town scoreboard here on a busy Friday night. It's all coming up at the break. Meanwhile, a foul here. It should send and will send Tyler Jordan to the free throw line here. The Windham senior was able to draw the contact on the wrist.
And he's normally a pretty good free throw shooter. They took their time that possession down the floor, passed the ball around, had a couple open looks, decided not to take them, waited patiently, and get a couple free throws.
Well, Jordan, 6 points, 4 rebounds. He's been solid in this first half. And again, a chance to cut into this Portsmouth lead, down to 7 after the make, 25-18.
And again, they've held them scoring-wise. They've kept them down. 25 points here with 1:23 to go is low for them. But they can score in bunches, too, so you got to pay attention. Watch out, pay attention to that.
Well, McCauley hit on the way up. Almost got that one to go. He will shoot 2, much to the chagrin of Coach DeRochers. 1:15 to go, second quarter. Portsmouth 14-0 on the season. Most of those wins by double digits, but trailed by 2 after the first quarter tonight. At one point, strung together 13 straight points. Free throw make there from McCauley pushes the lead back to 8.
I wonder how many times they've trailed in quarters or in halves or anything just going so far. Just out of curiosity.
1 for 2 trip there. Here's Jacobs. Little jab step, but too strong on the shot. 9th rebound for Derek Schwartz.
We didn't see much of Tyler Reese there in the first half. We haven't seen much of him. He went out.
And here's Reese on the turnover. Little miscommunication there. Nobody home. Clippers had 5 turnovers in that first quarter. Seemed to have settled things a bit in the second quarter, but that one ends up in the front row. So Windham with the basketball, trying to make it a 2-possession game here as we crawl towards halftime.
That's the old leave your feet on a pass. Sometimes you leave your feet on a pass and you just can't bring it back. Most of the time you can't. And you're in trouble. You end up turning the ball over.
Roy Dulles again. He's got that first step.
Great left hand. Look at that left hand.
Explosive move leads to his second field goal. It's a 6-point game.
Man, that was a really good looking left-handed layup.
Inside out, 3 for Farola is up and in.
Got to get a hand up. They have shooters.
Farola, second field goal. 10 seconds, 29-20 Portsmouth. Windham with the ball. Jacobs into the corner, 3-pointer. Curran up and in.
There he is.
Braden Curran giving a punch off the bench. And that'll bring us to the break. Windham hanging around here on the road. Portsmouth with the lead, but it's only 6, 29-23 at halftime.
Yeah, interesting half, too. You know, we've seen an injury to one of the Schwartz brothers, and that's big for them. That's a big injury. If he's not able to go going forward, that's tough because you get a lot out of him. And They haven't shot the ball that well. They've rebounded really well, but haven't shot it well. On the other hand, Windham, trouble with the point guard, right? Stephanie is in foul trouble. So hopefully you get him back in the second half. Maybe they can continue to play like they did early on.
All right, full recap coming up after the break. Stats, highlights, analysis. Out-of-town scoreboard next as well. Portsmouth, 29-23 lead over Windham at halftime. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. Get ready to elevate your game. At New England Football Academy, they don't just train athletes, they build champions. They're closing the recruiting gap in New Hampshire and across New England with elite-level coaching that sharpens skills, strengthens mindset, and unleashes next-level performance. Based in Manchester, New England Football Academy offers one-on-one sessions, small groups, and full-team training, giving every athlete the tools to lead, compete, and dominate at every level. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit their Instagram at NEF Academy 603. Your journey to becoming elite starts now.
Well, start of the second half here in Portsmouth. Undefeated Clippers with a 29-23 lead over Windham. After one half of play here on the Seacoast, Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Senior night tonight, a little bit of a late start. Big ceremony on the floor, honoring the 8 Portsmouth's seniors. Of course, 14-0 under head coach John Mulvey, but only 9 points in that first quarter. Did pick things up in the second on the heels of a 13-0 run. Clippers led by sophomore Derek Schwartz, his 13 points and 9 rebounds, almost a double-double already, coming off the bench tonight. But Windham kept afloat by 9 points from Brandon Jacobs, 7 from Tyler Jordan, and Sam Roydulis, 4 points to go with a team-high 8 rebounds. So Coach DeRozier's got his team in the game. Just a 2-possession difference as we get set to start this third quarter.
Well, and they should get Stephanitis back here for the second half to start, and that kind of gives them a little bit more, ball handling, offense running, kind of organizing the whole thing and making it go. We'll have to see, though, if Portsmouth may be kind of past the beginning of the game routine disruption. So let's see how they play in the second half. Now that normal routine is sort of taking place, you go in the locker room, you come out, you warm up, you kind of get back into your usual groove. So it'll be interesting to see how they play this beginning of the second half, especially. And with the older of the Schwartz brothers injured, has a bag of ice on his knee, and I'm just hoping he's okay.
Went down in that first quarter and did not return. Ryan Schwartz, 4 points, 3 rebounds unofficially. But doesn't look like we'll see him tonight. Stephanitis, you mentioned limited minutes for Windham. 3 fouls in that first half against the point guard. But he is on the floor to start this second half. Windham with their starting 5, and Coach Mulvey has gone back to his quote-unquote normal starting 5. He started 5 seniors tonight, but McCauley and Derek Schwartz in the lineup to begin this third quarter. This one turned over. Windham 8 giveaways in that first half, Portsmouth 7, but the first possession of this third quarter doesn't go well for the Jaguars. And
that's what you can't do. You can't turn the ball over, especially as you begin the second half. Portsmouth is playing man. You got Isaiah Reese is back in the game. We didn't see him much in the first half, a little bit in the first quarter, a little bit in the second quarter. Look out for him to explode a little bit.
Inside, rejected. Roydulis, his second block.
Great block.
Roydulis spins, kicks, 3-pointer. Jordan, too strong. Lampert on the weak side is the rebound.
Another rebound for Lampert.
Meanwhile, Reese, a couple of crossovers. Over to McCauley. Derek Schwartz out of the corner. Passed on the shot, and back out it comes. Now Reese, deep 3 off the front lip. Rebound, Jordan. Quick outlet. Stephanitis, left side. Jordan got the step, little floater. Jacobs, no. Rebound. Lampert, back and forth we go. Derek Schwartz, 2 big steps. Right hand, no. Tipped. Roydulis controls. Outlet. Jacobs, 3-on-1. Stephanitis, bounce pass. Jacobs, leaner, no. Lampert again. I hope you're keeping the stats, Justin.
Oh, my goodness. It's just so fast. He's got 11 rebounds, Lampert does. Got to use the glass on those little 5-foot, corner, 5-foot corner shots, short corner. Those are really hard to make without using the glass.
No points yet in this third quarter. We get another miss and a weak side rebound for Jacobs.
Yeah, a lot of missed shots lead to what? A lot of rebounds. And we're just going crazy with rebounds.
2 minutes in, third quarter. Still the same halftime score, 29-23. Jordan misfires from the wing, tries to chase his own miss, but it's out of bounds back to Portsmouth. And both teams coming out here a little cold to begin this third quarter.
A little bit. Little cold early, and again that zone from Windham, now that you have Stephanitis back in the game. Active, it's an active zone, and they're really deterring a lot of wide open looks from 3.
Here's Reese, goes down the middle and steps in, missed a layup. Derek Schwartz, no. McCauley, yes. Now the Clippers continuing to work the offensive glass and starting to pile up some second chance points.
That's where their bread and butter is, offensive glass. They don't have great shooters from three, but what they do is they continue to rebound and get easy baskets inside. They don't quit.
Hennessy, a clean look from 15. Good box out by Farola. Clippers with an 8-point edge. 3 minutes in, third quarter. Looking for more. Lampert for three. Out of the corner, up and in.
I told you earlier, he can shoot. He didn't have many looks for that. Good timeout call by Coach DeRozier.
The lead is 11. Largest lead tonight for Portsmouth. 34-23 as Xavier Lampert did a lot of damage on the glass in that first half. Gets his first field goal from three-point land. Our broadcast tonight is brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. By Jewett Construction. Come join us to build something great. Planning, architecture, construction management, and proud sponsors of their trades scholarship program. Apply now at JewettConstruction.com. And finally, by the New England Football Academy. They don't build players, they build champions. Winter session registration still open. Reach out on Instagram at NEF Academy 603. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. A lot of folks on hand, including that standing Portsmouth student section right behind the home bench. They've been loud tonight on senior night, trying to spur on their Clippers, who are undefeated, the only unbeaten D1 team remaining with 2 weeks to play in the regular season.
Yeah, that's a good crowd. Good crowd to get people over there. They're into it. They have their signs with people's faces on them, which always makes me laugh.
Yes. Had a framed jersey presentation, brought on a makeshift stage to midcourt prior to the game.
There's a lot going on there for senior night.
Yep.
Big deal.
8 seniors, friends and family on hand. Meanwhile, Roy Dulis, tough shot. Schwartz, double-double now, 13 points to go with a game-high 10 rebounds. Here's the sophomore, drops it inside. Tough catch, McCauley. Banker won't go on the fade. And Roy Dulis has a two-hand rebound. That's also his 10th tonight.
Yeah, we got some individual rebounding mania tonight by a couple guys, 2 or 3 players just crashing the glass.
We have 3 total players with at least 10 rebounds. Here's a 3. Jordan can't hit from the wing. McCauley has his 4th rebound. His 5th, excuse me. Clippers, meanwhile, with an 11-point lead. We hit the midway point. Coach Mulvey is going to spread things out here as the home team looks to extend the lead in this third quarter.
Work the zone, right? Try and find the openings in the zone. Right now, high post is open. They've been really successful using the high post. Now watch those feet. Okay, he saw it. Didn't know if he saw it or not.
That's the NCAA official Steve Burrows right there. Traveling call. First turnover since halftime for Portsmouth in their 8th overall.
Yeah, you saw that foot. He just kind of skipped. Skipped to Malou to the left.
Meanwhile, Windham trying to cut into the lead here with a 3 ball from Jacobs. It's a line drive miss. Roy Dulis on the ground trying to keep it alive. And now more bodies are on the floor, and we have a jump ball.
Man, alive and a squashing. That's where guys get hurt, on those scrums underneath there when you dive for the ball. But it's great to see guys get on the floor.
Farola ended up on top of Curran. And the jump ball was called. So Portsmouth with possession and an 11-point lead here as we tick down towards 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Windham, they've been in that 2-3 zone defensively most of the game as we get a 3 from Reese. No, McCauley's been on the window and he's got the putback. A long stare at the defender, Jordan, maybe a word as well. He's got a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, they're going to. 3 officials are going to see that too. They're going to clamp down on that if they continue to talk. But again, that's just offensive rebound, size and length inside, tough to stop.
6'4" sophomore Macaulay in double figures. 3-point play gives him 11.
He's going to have double-double as well. As soon as he gets a few more rebounds, if he stays in the game, he already has 7, and he didn't even play most of the first quarter.
Meanwhile, the lead is 14 for the first time. Windham needs a bucket, and they'll get one. 3-pointer, Braden Curran. Hit a 3 there at the tail end of the second quarter, just before halftime. Yeah, doubles his point total from 3 to 6 with that make.
There's a wide open look. He's got to keep shooting, too. Keep shooting. He's 2 for 3.
Long pass, Macaulay top, whips it near side. 3-pointer, Derek Schwartz in the can.
And he's not a frequent 3-point shooter either, but you know what? If you're going to give him a wide open look like that, knock it down. Most guys can, or at least will attempt it.
Leading all scorers now with 16. Curran trying to stay hot, and he will.
Heat check, baby. I told you. Keep shooting, Curran. Keep shooting.
Quick timeout from the Windham sideline as well after the make. Coach DeRosiers wants a quick word with his team. They're still in the game here, trailed by 6 at halftime. Portsmouth a moment ago pushed that lead up to 14 after this Derek Schwartz 3-pointer, and then matching threes as Curran comes back down for Windham to cut it back to 11. So 40-29, that's where we are with just over 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Braden Curran has given his team some offense off the bench.
Yeah, bright spot. He's got 3 threes. He leads them with 3 threes.
Yeah.
And he, he's a reserve. He doesn't play a ton normally. Some other guys usually shoot the ball more and hit more shots, but they're a 3-point shooting team, and, that's kind of their bread and butter. And if they're shooting well, they're really good.
Yeah, we spoke with Coach DeRosiers a few weeks back, and said precisely the same thing. We live and die by the 3-pointer, their identity. They're okay with that. And it's all good when you're making them.
Yes. That's
different story when they're not dropping.
The die part's the part you worry about when you go on the road, the die part. Or even at home, if you're not shooting well, that live or die part usually puts you in the grave, and you're not shooting the ball well.
They've hit 4 collectively tonight, 3 of them from Curran. Meanwhile, this one challenged inside, tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Portsmouth. Schwartz gets another rebound there.
Sure, let's give it to him.
16 points, 11 boards for Derek. Unfortunately, his older brother Ryan was lost back in that first quarter with what looked like a leg injury. Has not returned. Final 2 minutes, third quarter, as Jordan gets a piece here. Tips the skip pass out of bounds.
Tough pass to make. Those cross-court passes against a zone like that are really tough to make. You got to set a nice screen on a skip pass in order for that to get through easier.
There's a backdoor pass. That leads to a layup.
He just jumps over everybody, too.
Schwartz's second field goal since halftime makes it 42-29.
Yeah, Schwartz is bouncy. Both brothers are bouncy.
Final 100 seconds here, third quarter. Jordan trying to change direction, nearly lost the ball. Now it is out of bounds off the leg of the senior. 10th turnover for Windham.
I'm going to move it up here, a little pressure. Half court trap, 1-2-2 half court trap. Three-quarter court, sorry.
No, my bad. Damien Sanu is back in. He'll handle the ball here. Played off the bench a few minutes in that first half for Portsmouth. Clippers nearly turn it over. They do. Stolen by Curran. 2-on-2. He'll pump the brakes at the 3.
Oh, my goodness. He's got 4 of those suckers. Curran has been a huge lift off the bench for them.
Pulls up in traffic to hit the 3. Meanwhile, Lampert follows the miss. Back to the corner. Macaulay plows into Roy Doulis, and it's a blocking foul against the Windham junior. That's going to be his third as well.
It wasn't quite there in front. Got to slide those feet and get there.
So Roy Doulis and Stephanitis 3 each. 3 fouls each for Windham.
Yeah, Roy Doulis, you can't have him get foul out. He needs to be in the game.
Sanu catching fire 3.
He shot a couple earlier. That's his first one to go.
Yep. The sophomore is in the book. And Portsmouth has matched their largest lead from earlier, 45-31. Final 45 seconds here. Third quarter, Roy Dulles puts his shoulder down, gets into the lane, and almost scores it. Instead, it dribbles off the rim. And another rebound for Derek Schwartz. He'll take it himself into the paint, draw a foul, and that could be number 4 against Roy Dulles.
Yeah, 4th foul, blocking foul. Well, Schwartz just went at him, though. What happened? Just, what are you going to do with that? You got to stay on the floor, maybe put your hands up and try and fall down. You got to do something so you don't get your 4th foul, because he's probably going to have to come out. I'm gonna guess you take him out for a couple minutes or till a couple minutes into the 4th quarter.
Well, they're taking him out right now as Ryan DeMarco checks in. One of 4 Windham seniors. I don't believe he played in the first half, DeMarco.
No, I don't think he did.
Is Roy Dulles in foul trouble officially? 4 fouls. Junior sits at the end of the bench. One more for Derek Schwartz, up and in. So Schwartz now at 7 in the quarter, 20 in the game, and the lead is 16. 25 seconds. Stefanidis. Curran stripped, trying to recover. Finds Stefanidis, who lays it in.
That's a nice pass. Curran again doing something positive for his team off the bench.
Final 10 seconds. Portsmouth looking for the last shot with a 14-point lead. Sanu to his right. Trying to shake off Stefanidis down to 3 seconds. McCauley launches a 3. It's off target. Jacobs collects the miss. That will do it for the third quarter. A little more breathing room for Portsmouth. They're up 14 as we head to the 4th. Will that lead hold for the undefeated front runners, or does Windham come back on the road? We find out next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
We begin the 4th quarter with a 47-23 lead on the board for Portsmouth, and the Clippers defense forces another Windham turnover. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. Portsmouth 14-0 coming into tonight. They trailed after the first quarter. Had a slim 6-point lead at the break, but a big third quarter has put them in the driver's seat here. 47-33 as they look to improve to 15-0. McCauley's going to head to the free throw line.
More free throws. Again, those cuts on the zone like that, where you're cutting, you really got to communicate in a zone. You have to communicate in a man, too. But zone, you always have to talk to each other. You can't let cutters get passes. That's kind of why you play zone, to avoid the cutters and kind of get hands up on shooters. They're doing a really good job, Portsmouth, at catching the ball and looking for cutters and finding their teammates.
Meanwhile, McCauley putting together a good game here. 12 points, 7 rebounds. Typically a starter, but came off the bench tonight. As Coach Mulvey went with 5 seniors across the board. 8 honored before the game. And one of the better senior nights we've seen statewide. Very well done by the Portsmouth Athletic Department. We get an over-the-shoulder bucket for Tyler Jordan, his first basket since halftime. Makes it 49-35.
Yeah, he needs to step up a little bit here in the 4th quarter and hit some shots.
Skip past Sanu, 3-pointer. Short. Jordan the rebound.
I think it's 6 rebounds. He's played well. He just kind of had a lull there in the third quarter.
This is a miss. Sanu the other way. Sophomore leading the break. Has the trailer. Three-pointer Derek Schwartz. Nope. Good box out. Good rebound for Jacobs of Windham. He's been on the glass with 6 tonight. Meanwhile, just over a minute gone by fourth quarter. It's a 14-point lead. Curran, good ball fake, and runs into contact.
Hard foul. Get some free throws. Again, he's feeling it too. I mean, he wanted to shoot that 3, but Lampert did a good job closing out the hand up.
Meanwhile, Braden Curran off the bench. 12 points, all from downtown. He'll make it 13 at the free throw line.
Yeah, what a spark. Really good spark. You know, coach is going to go, hey, get him in more, right? He shoots like this. We got to get him in more.
Second one rattles in and out before McCauley gets his 8th rebound. Clippers by 13 here, 49-36. Lampert, three-pointer, that him short and out of bounds.
Little short. I think the door was open over there. Blew it off target a little bit.
Bit of a breeze.
Yeah, blew it in there.
Lampert, 12 rebounds, leading everybody on the glass tonight.
Rebounding machine.
Meanwhile, Windham down 13 here. Jordan off the curl, three-pointer up and in.
Good catch and shoot. Really good catch and shoot. No hesitation.
A dozen for Jordan. And Windham within 10 here. A little bit of unease amongst this Portsmouth crowd. You can hear some of the Jaguar fans who made a long drive trying to support their team on the road as they'll force another miss. Roy Doulis is back in the game despite the 4 fouls. He has now 11 rebounds after pulling in that miss. Meanwhile, Jacobs for 3. And in.
Back. Wow, look at that. Back to back.
His first basket since halftime. He's got a dozen. 3 different Windham players now in double figures.
Jordan and Jacobs back to back. They needed those desperately.
They're back within 7 for the first time since the opening minutes of the third quarter. A miss here collected by McCauley, who spins to his left and scores with his left hand.
Good hands. Really good hands in that rebound.
McCauley closing in on a double-double, 14 points, 9 rebounds. Well, Stefanidis is fouled from behind. It's Coach DeRozier begging the officials there to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you had the normal official who might make that call. The trail official did not make it, but good call coming in from the other side. Sometimes you're looking to somewhere else. It just happens, you know. You have a tendency to kind of try and see the whole floor as an official.
Stefanidis whips it to Jacobs, who does the rest.
Great pass by Stefanidis, and boy, that stressed me out on that shot. If he didn't use the glass, he's missed a couple of those without the glass from that spot. Ooh.
Lampert for 3.
He's due. He was due.
Second from downtown. All 6 points coming since halftime. Big bucket there, pushes the lead back to 10.
All right, you cut the lead down a little bit, and all of a sudden, bang, another 3 comes.
Still with 3 minutes gone, fourth quarter. Roy Doulis pushed down in the high post, but no whistle. Meanwhile, Curran trying to split the double team with the dribble, but his head coach calls a timeout.
Good call on the timeout. Don't know what they're complaining about, but good timeout call. He had possession.
So, 10-point game here as we approach the midway point, fourth quarter. Clippers, the only undefeated team in Division I, trying to hold on to that top spot. They're 14-0 in the season. A win tonight puts them at 15-0. Their next opponent is winless Concord, coming up on Tuesday night. And speaking of the Crimson Tide, that's also Windham's next opponent. They've got a Monday game.
A Monday? Oh, no, not a Monday. On a
Monday
holiday,
game,
nonetheless.
And they'll take on Windham at home. Or rather, Concord will come to Windham, and the Jaguars will host Monday at 6 o'clock.
That's a winless Concord team who really is desperate, I'm sure, for a win. So if you're Windham, that's a game you've got to win. Portsmouth, I think, will be okay, right? But Windham's got to win that game. You have to win that game to stay in. If they lose tonight, to keep where they are in the playoffs, where they want to be, you got to win that game too.
Still some unfinished business here. 4:36 to go.
10 points.
54-44. Our score here is Windham trailed by 6 at halftime, by as many as 14 in this second half. A chance to get it back to single digits here, coming out of the timeout. Jordan bodied up by Schwartz near midcourt, looks for a ball screen, finds Jacobs on the wing. They overload, they go to the corner, and there's the hot shooter.
Oh, my
Braden
goodness.
Curran, another three, his 5th tonight.
You just need to run plays for him tonight and just get him open, right? Set some screens and get him open.
7-point game.
He's money tonight. We call him currency. Oh, how about that one for
There
a
you
Friday
go.
night?
Meanwhile, Sanu trying to test this defense with the dribble. Offensive foul.
Uh-oh, look out.
Away
look out.
from the ball as Stephanitis and McCauley have to be separated.
Look out. Look out. Mr. Rogers wants a tee on that for a push, which is not legal, but
McCauley continuing to protest, as does Coach DeRogers on the Windham sideline.
Coach DeRogers better be careful. He's going to get himself a tee. Fighting for his team, though, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. He's fighting for his team. He got a tee, and they told him to sit down, and he did not sit down.
The technical comes with 4:02 remaining.
Well, and one of the things they do when you're an official, too, if you tell the coach to sit down, after you get the first tee, you have to sit down. And if you don't, they'll toss you. That's what he's got to be careful of. He's fighting for his team, though. I see that.
Meanwhile, Sanu hits the free throw for Portsmouth. And another free throw on the way, 55-47. Sanu gets a friendly roll. So, we have the offensive foul against McCauley. And then a technical foul against Windham head coach Carson DeRozier. Sanu hits both free throws. Clippers have the ball in a 9-point lead, as we're now under 4 minutes to go.
And you hate that sometimes as a coach. You get that tee and you're 7 and all of a sudden it's 9. But he was fighting hard for that push. The push I think he thought was an intentional foul, which would have resulted in them getting 2 shots in the ball.
Jacob Mead, a good look for 3, a little too deep, but Portsmouth keeps it alive. Ball out of bounds, back to the Clippers. McCauley fighting on the weak side glass. You see there, Jacobs got a piece, Lampert in the action as well, and it was Jacobs who touched it last. Meanwhile, the Windham sideline just warned again.
They can't get up. Once you get that tee, you can't get up. You're sitting for the rest of the game.
Sanu for 3, off balance, misfires, and a foul on the rebound is going to come against Mead as he reaches in on Jordan. So Windham gets the stop, they get the board, they get the Portsmouth foul, which is their 4th team foul. Clippers up against the limit.
Yeah, Windham will be shooting free throws here, the next foul.
But as you said, the door is still open here.
Yeah.
Technically a 3-possession game.
It is. I mean, and again, you're looking who we got to get. If you're Windham, let's get Curran the ball, set some screens. He shot so well.
They go to Jordan instead. He's open. Feet a little crooked there, and the 3 off target as a result. McCauley his 10th rebound. Schwartz ready to shoot in the corner, and that's a sweet spot for the sophomore.
I was just going to say, you're not too sure you want to shoot threes now because how close it is. But you know what? Portsmouth's really confident at home. Confident overall, really.
23 for Derek Schwartz. Roidulis spins to his right. Jump hook, no, but a foul.
Good move inside by the smaller Roidulis.
He's given up maybe an inch there in that matchup, but we see the junior. He's made plays like that throughout the season.
He's a really good athlete.
Drop step, good footwork. 5 points tonight. Free throw is first since halftime. And again, has done most of the dirty work. 11 rebounds, a team high. 3 minutes even remaining. Portsmouth's lead is 11, 59-48.
Windham may have to go man and a little more pressure here to get some steals. Because they're going to run out of time if they're not careful. Now I think they're going man now. And you got a little pressure, got to try and get some steals.
Reese, meanwhile, three-pointer misfires. Lloyd Ulis collects the line drive miss. Windham down 10, 2:40 to go. Jordan step back long two, misses from straight away. One-hand rebound collected by Schwartz. And Derek going to slow it up here. Coach Mulvey in the direct traffic. Reminder, after the game, a live interview exclusively here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire with the winning head coach as we get a Portsmouth turnover.
Rare turnover second half. I think it's only their third, if I'm not mistaken, maybe.
We checked in with Coach Mulvey back in December. Portsmouth hangs on. We'll talk with the head coach once again. Meanwhile, a steal for Derek Schwartz. Eye on the rim. He'll flush it down with two hands.
Look out. Fans like that.
Yeah, we're waiting for it. Knew about the leaping ability. Gets the dunk on the fast break. Reese collects the miss. And the Spaniard will slow it down. Checked by Stefanidis in the backcourt. Lampert for three. Boy, that corner has been favorable to these Clipper shooters, especially in the second half. Lampert's third from downtown makes it 64-49. Largest Portsmouth lead tonight. Timeout Windham with 1:38 to go.
Oh, and they had a wide open look for Kern in the corner on the timeout. If you see the dunk again on the replay. But it's frustrating too as a coaching staff. Once you get a tee, we talked about it, just so the fans know, you are no longer, none of your staff are allowed to get up. And I think that's what they wanted to do. You want to be able to get up and talk to your players. So it makes it a little tough, but learning, right? It's all about learning. And you got to fight for your players. Sometimes you just have to fight for your players, and that happens.
Yep. Well, Windham, win or lose tonight, certainly put up a good effort and exceeded expectations in the minds of many.
Oh, I agree.
By just being in the basketball game against this talented Portsmouth team late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and right now they've held them to only 64 points, one of their lower totals of the season so far.
Right. Final 90 seconds. We've got a foul here at midcourt. So free throws coming for Windham. Portsmouth over the limit. Derek Schwartz's second personal. Stops the clock with 1:28 to go.
Now, I don't know what the philosophy is right now with Windham. Are they going to try and, play man, maybe commit a couple fouls and make them shoot free throws as well here at the end and try and find a way to win maybe that way by putting guys at the line? But Portsmouth has shot the ball from the free throw line well.
Well, Jordan 2 for 2. He's 4 for 4 on the night. 13 points for Windham. Clippers lead cut to 13. They go inside. McCauley is hammered by Jordan.
McCauley shot. He will have shot, 10 free throws? 9 free throws. This will be 9 free throws after these two.
Leaves the first one short with 1:22 to go. Again, stats, highlights, analysis, live coaches interview coming up after the game. And we've got an out-of-town scoreboard to get to.
Uh-oh.
Some close ones coming down the stretch, including a fight between Memorial and Exeter with 2 minutes to go. So we'll get that score and the others very shortly. Three-pointer, no good. Lampert, a beast on the window tonight, 13 rebounds. Three-pointer, line drive miss for Farola. Tip kept alive by Schwartz. And more free throws coming with 1 minute even remaining. What a night for Derek Schwartz. 25 points, 14 rebounds unofficially for the sophomore.
Yeah, he's played well, and he didn't even play the first, 4 or 5 minutes, I think.
And Coach Mulvey on senior night electing to go with seniors across the board for the starting lineups. So Derek and his classmate Finn McCauley, those two sophomores, came off the bench tonight. Now Schwartz adds to his point total, 26 and counting. And he had that signature two-hand dunk moments ago in this fourth quarter. 2 for 2 there, no surprise. He's perfect 5 for 5 at the line. 67-51 Portsmouth. Their largest lead. Carolla, a one-hand rebound.
Yeah, right now if you win them, no more foul.
$67-51 going to be the final as Portsmouth challenged tonight, but in the end the Clippers prevail to stay undefeated and improve to 15-0. Good fight for Windham, but the loss will drop the Jaguars to 8-6 on the season. Coming up, Coach Mulvey will speak with us. Live interview with the Portsmouth head coach. Plus stats, highlights, full recap, and out-of-town scoreboard. All that next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. Get ready to elevate your game. At New England Football Academy, they don't just train athletes, they build champions. They're closing the recruiting gap in New Hampshire and across New England with elite-level coaching that sharpens skills, strengthens mindset, and unleashes next-level performance. Based in Manchester, New England Football Academy offers one-on-one sessions, small groups, and full-team training, giving every athlete the tools to lead, compete, and dominate at every level. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit their Instagram at NEF Academy 603. Your journey to becoming elite starts now.
67-51 is our final as Portsmouth gets a victory over Windham. Clippers, after a slow start, able to put together a 13-0 run in the second quarter. Took the lead for good. 29-23 our score at the break. 47-33 after 3, and then 67-51 is the final. Sophomore Derek Schwartz gets a big 27 points to go with 14 rebounds, and he guides the Clippers to their 15th victory overall. Head coach John Mulvey, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Another grinded out performance, coach. Senior night.
Yeah.
A lot of folks here. Those 8 seniors get their moment in the sun appropriately
Absolutely.
enough.
Yeah.
And then after a 9-point first quarter, your team goes on a run and doesn't really look back. Big nights tonight for Derek Schwartz, Xavier Lampert, etc. How was tonight different, given the senior night festivities? Was it different, or
yeah, certainly different. I mean, senior night always has a little bit of a different environment to it. It's a great thing. You know, we get to honor the kids who've put in 4 years of hard work and effort and dedication and sacrificed a lot of time to be in the program. So it's nice to be able to honor them. And we went with a different starting lineup than we normally do. We wanted to honor some seniors who, you know, deserved their opportunity tonight. And the rotation was just a little bit different in the first half, but second half it was pretty similar. Unfortunately, you know, Ryan Swartz went down, so you know, we missed him. He's like the heart and soul for us. So that was tough to see, tough to watch, and you know, we're hoping for the best for him.
Yeah,
as are we.
Let's keep our fingers crossed there for sure. That did allow you, perhaps, to see a little bit more of the reserves. Any of those so-called role players stand out in your mind tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Xavier Lampert, you know, he started for us last year. This year he's you know, we go with Finn and Ryan, you know, to start for us. So, you know, Zave's been in those moments. I feel very comfortable with him on the floor. He's always in the right spots. He can knock down the three. He can rebound the ball. He can really pass the ball. So I thought he did a great job for us tonight, and, you know, he really stepped up in those extra minutes.
Yeah. What are you expecting teams to do against your club as we move forward?
Sure, yeah. I think we're going to see zone, and I think they're going to try to slow it down. We've really been scoring a lot of points.
Which is what Windham did tonight.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, we can you know, put up points in a hurry at times, and especially the way that we attack the offensive glass. You know, we give ourselves 2 and 3 opportunities sometimes. So I think teams are going to try to get us to shoot it from the outside and try to slow it down a little bit, take time off the clock on offense while we're on defense.
Yeah, that's what I was talking with Nick about. That's where you guys are best, on the offensive glass.
Absolutely.
You guys are relentless on the offensive glass tonight. So with the zone today,
sure.
How many times have you seen a zone? And I'm sure you practiced quite a bit against it. You guys did a good job with the passing and the cutting. But what do you think when you see 2-3 zones now?
Honestly, I thought we were going to see them all year long, because I believe you guys were here at a game last year where we scored about 30 points against the zone, against Alfred. So we saw a heavy dose of zones to start the season, and then we started to play really well against them. So then the team started switching back to man. But we're seeing, this was our first zone that we've seen for the entirety for a while, for the whole game. So we're just trying to move the ball, trying to get out in transition quick before they even set up in the zone, try to get the ball to the middle and get some movement off of it.
Have you ever thought about just once you get ahead and they're playing zone, just kind of hold the ball up top and say, hey, listen, come get us. We want you to play man. Come get us and see what you got.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good suggestion. I like to play, so I like to get us to go a little bit.
It's fun to do, though.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, frustrate other teams.
Yes,
right?
Trust me, it's really fun.
This week comes to a conclusion.
That's right.
You've got the weekend, and then you've got Concord Tuesday. They're winless, and then Pinkerton comes here.
That's right.
We plan on being here, by
Absolutely.
the way. Let the cat out of the bag, might as well. But
we love having you guys here.
It's fun.
How do you get ready for next week? And then what does an undefeated season, if that were to occur, what does that mean to you?
I think we just are really, our mentality is just to win the next game and just to go out, just work hard and get better. I think we had you guys here early against BG, and I think I told you that we just want to get better every day. And I think that we have improved since you guys have seen us from that first time. And I think we just want to continue to improve and just win every day. So, we're going to go to Concord on Tuesday, and we're going to, play our best, put our best effort forth there. And then we're excited to, have Pinkerton come to town. And because we haven't exactly played a lot of teams at the top of the standings recently. So we're looking forward to it.
One game at a time.
One game at a time.
Fun matchup.
Good stuff, as usual.
Thank you guys for coming. Thanks
you
for all
bet.
do.
Absolutely. We appreciate it. That, again, is head coach John Mulvey following a 67-51 win over Windham. And it's clear. He's a player's coach. This club has bought in, and the sky is the limit here, not only through the rest of the regular season, but potentially next month with the tournament as well.
Yeah, and I think they play really hard for each other, and that's what you have to do if you're going to win the title. You got to play hard for each other. You've got to be able to make shots, and that's what they do. They pressure the ball well, but they rebound so well. If they've lost the elder Schwartz brother, then that's going to pose a little bit of a problem going forward, because you lose that extra athletic ability they've had inside. Lampert was great. He had 13 rebounds and 9 points, but again, you lose a little bit of athleticism. If you bring all those guys in at one time, then rebounding wise, they'll kill people on the glass because they don't quit, right? And they're just super athletic. So Windham put up a good fight. I mean, they didn't shoot the ball very well. They made some threes, but overall, percentage-wise, they didn't shoot well enough to win a game that you slowed down. A lot of the guys that shoot, that are three-point shooters just missed a lot of threes tonight. So they make more of those, a few more of those, and boom, we have an entirely different game. Good effort on their part, though. They slowed it down and kept the score down.
Exeter and Memorial had to go to overtime tonight.
Where are we playing this game?
In the Queen City.
Uh-oh.
And Exeter prevailed. 51-48 the final over the Crusaders. Big win for the Blue Hawks. We are going to see Exeter on Tuesday night when they take on Goffstown. And speaking of the Grizzlies, very slow start tonight for Goffstown. They end up slipping. 61-42, a win for Winnicott Warriors have gotten hot.
Yeah, they've been playing
as
well.
of late. Big victory for Winnicott there against 61-42 is the final. And Alvern a winner. They topped Merrimack by a dozen. Big second half for the Broncos. A nice road win for Alvern. 71-59 the final score there.
They're sneaky good.
And in Division 2, Oyster River, the big win tonight. 74-56. Bobcats a team that seemingly continues to improve. They beat the Bears of Co-Brown again. 74-56 was the final. All right, I want to thank Tom and his staff here at Portsmouth. Great job with the senior night festivities. We always enjoy coming to Portsmouth. Look forward to coming back next week as well. Of course, I have to thank our sponsors, Beals Insurance, MG Sports Fundraising, the New England Football Academy, and Jewett Construction. We appreciate the ongoing support there. For our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire staff, including videographers Matt Beals and John Barron. Great job again tonight, especially in these working conditions.
Oh, yeah.
A great
little people everywhere.
Great piece of focus there. The whole thing once again orchestrated flawlessly by the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay, our director Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studios. For executive producer Steve Beals and my partner Justin Gorham, my name is Nick Anastas saying so long. Final score, final time, Portsmouth 67, Windham 51. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.